Alrighty. Well, hey guys, thank you for tuning in. We are at our first home girls Lady Turks softball game of the season. They have been rained out 3 times, I think, already.
4 or 5, I think.
Or
even if not at home, at least in other places.
Well, definitely, but for home, I think this is
their third time.
It was third time that we've been rained out, but we are here today against Evergreen. So it's nice to be here. Hey, I'm Debbie Ellis.
I'm Seth Sorgen.
It's not the Dave and Debbie show, but it is the Seth and Debbie show.
It's the Dave and Debbie show without 50% of the show.
All right, that's all right. We'll take it. We'll take it. And then we have Skylar here today.
Producing.
And then we have Heidi here too. I was like, wait a second, I don't want to say the wrong name. Heidi here today producing. So thank you very much. We have Skylar's little sister here producing. She's helping out too, and as long as the rain holds off, we're going to be good. Looks like they're going to get started here in a minute.
That's a shame.
Evergreen, we got started just a little bit late.
The traffic caught up to them a little bit. No team ever expects it on Friday if they're not from Sultan.
I think that they put our location in, and then they go, oh, that's only going to take
an hour or something.
Like a week ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go, wait a second, there's traffic.
The umps were on basketball games especially. We'd start games with one umpire just because none of them ever accounted for time.
Yeah, so we'll get started here pretty soon. They're just going to finish warming up.
Turks will be out to field first. Turks softball, they got their jamboree in, which is a 0-0 draw, and then they have not played another game. So this will be their first actual game debut. Won't be their first time playing as a team, as they did get the jamboree in. Right.
But it'll be nice to see them in person here today at home. The field looks nice today.
It does, especially it didn't rain today at all, so we got a little bit of time to dry off. Wet grass, dry grass changes the ball a little bit and can make it a little bit harder to play. Just got to be ready. I know Turks, generally young squad, just 2 seniors out there today, 3 in total, 1 who cannot play, just a little injured.
Just a little.
Just a little, So a relatively young squad, just 2 or 3 juniors, and then quite a few sophomore and freshmen rounding out the roster. As pitching for the Turks today will be Peyton Schlicker, sophomore for the Turks. She'll lead it off. As we get underway, Lisbeth from Evergreen will be the first batter in the box to kick off. Home for the Sultan Turks.
That's going to be a strike.
First pitch, a strike.
And we apologize, Evergreen, in advance. We have your lineup, but if we mispronounce your girl's name,
feel free to correct us if you're watching.
We're sorry. Yeah.
We also, that one's fouled off. We also got a nice, lovely new scoreboard, and then a cord was broken. So we can't even use our new lovely scoreboard that we got for softball.
Yeah. That somebody stole our wire, the bottoms of our wires.
Baseball needs a new. Baseball's scoreboard turns off about 4 times a game.
Yep.
So here's go. Third pitch on the way. This will be a swing, and it's on the ground, but we'll get through for a single to start off the game.
Center fielder Faith Anderson got that.
Yes, good job covering there. Garth, I was here watching warm-ups, trying to emphasize covering. Ball gets through. You don't want to let it keep rolling.
Got to cover.
So up now, second in order will be Lizzie, the catcher on the day for Evergreen. Lizzie, Lizbeth, different people.
That hit right at the top of that fence.
Yes, we got a fence there for a reason. I can get it. I believe it's Kiara Steele, number 2. Freshman catching for the Turks today. So, probably,
she was one of our 8th graders that got to come up and play last year.
Okay, so she's played before.
She's been a softball player for several years. She actually played on one of the teams way back when with my little boy that's 13, Joey. They played together in Little League, and they were on the same team a couple years. A couple of these girls got to play when they were in 8th grade last year. Vera Lynn did, our shortstop. Amelia Brumly, our third baseman.
I know
Eliana.
I know a lot of work's been put into the Sultan Youth Program. They were able to get a couple of teams up this year. Appreciate there as ball's fouled off. Runner can't advance off a foul ball. So I think it's a 1-2 count here. It's pitch on the way.
Just over her head.
Just overhead. That's a good hit into a shallow left to get a single and move the runner to second. That was good. Good job by left fielder, though, making sure it's not getting past her.
Looks like that's Liberty Rose out there. She did a good job getting it in.
Yes, not it. The runner has to stay at second. So now third batter up, and I believe it is Alea, or I believe it is Alea. I wrote it as an I, but I think it's an L. Alea, I want to say. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is pitch on the way? Looks like a strike, and it is.
That was a beautiful pitch.
That's a pretty pitch.
So right now, Evergreen has one runner on first and one on second. One strike.
No balls, no outs
Oh,
yet.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss there. Puts another 0-2 count. Strikeout here would go a long ways to help Turks get out of this first inning well. Here we go. She'll step, stand, deliver this one.
Cover, 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 cover. Oh, she's going to take it. There we go. 1 out.
Runners will advance to second and third, but good job there by first baseman. Is that Eliana Emmons?
That is.
Out there just scooping up the ball and getting the out. And out comes Olivia, number 25, in the power hitting position. Lined up pretty well. Exactly what you want from your 1 through 3, getting on base and setting up. Generally, you have your power hitter at 4. Try to clean it up. That's your second pitch. This one, ooh, will be fouled off and track watch out.
Yeah,
that one,
exactly.
They're playing ultimate football or something out there. And they'll find that one in a minute. I see Scott Sifferman going for it. So next pitch, ooh, that one's a little low. Good block though by Steele. Oh, she
got hit by the ball.
She did. Yeah. Well, so bases will be loaded with 1 out here. So, I mean, a double play would stop anything.
Double play, we could use that right now.
Double play.
Very good.
If you walk out of here only giving up 1 out, though, 1 run, you'd be very happy for the Turks, as this one's fouled off.
That was a nice pitch.
Generally, on a foul off, you have your person who's on deck get the ball, but, you know,
There
communicate is that's a nice pitch. And that's 0-2 count now. A strike here would put the Evergreen in a dangerous position to get nothing out of this. This pitch on the way is a little high. But you don't need to throw a strike when you're that far ahead. Oh, sorry, it's 2-2. Missed a pitch earlier.
Oh, in front of you. There we go. Batter's out.
Batter's out. I thought she may have tipped it. She didn't. Do you know if tipped third strike's a rule in softball? In baseball, if you swing on your third strike and miss, and the catcher drops it, you are allowed to attempt to advance to first.
You are here too, but I thought that I heard it tip the bat.
It may have.
That's what I thought I heard.
Also, there may be a rule with bases loaded that you're not allowed to prevent a double play or something from because technically the catcher could have picked it up and touched home and got the person out. Well, first pitch is a strike, so now with 2 outs now, things are looking a lot better for the Turks. Next pitch on the way will be grounded.
We gotta get those ladies.
Barely gets through. Lexi DeBach out there. Oh, and little miscommunication there from the runner. So 1 run will go in now for Evergreen. Still with 2 outs. Up comes number 21, Curtiana.
And again, if we pronounce it wrong,
feel free to correct us.
We're sorry.
Here, pitch on the way. This one's hit well.
Come on, somebody.
Plops right into right field. Pick up by shortstop Maddie Clough. They'll almost decides to advance to home, but will decide against it. So now 2-0 in favor of Evergreen as 1 runner goes in. Turks got to find a way to get someone out here as this name, I think I have it written down as Oliver, which could be right, could be wrong. I was tracing over, so number 18.
That's what it looked like to him.
It could be right, could be wrong. I wrote it poorly. This first pitch, a little low for a ball 1 on this at bat. Schlicker will look here. Second pitch with bases loaded. 2 outs, though, so all the Turks need to find is one more out to get out of this first inning.
There we go.
That's a good inside pitch. That's a good job finding that one inside. Here we go. Steps delivers the next one.
There we go.
Swung on. Well, despite the 2-1, Schlicker has done very, very well. I've been very impressed with Schlicker so far. Every single batter's been, I think, almost at 2 strikes. So here we go. Schlicker delivers again.
There we go.
Strike 3.
There we go.
Schlicker puts him out.
That's not so bad to end it with 2.
No. End it with 2.
Bases loaded.
Even then, I mean, you haven't played a game in 3 weeks, so it's really hard. You know, you can practice all you want, but you don't know what's going wrong in the game until you actually play.
Well, and it's been raining on the field. They've had a hard time being even out here, so.
Feel good. I mean, just let up 2 runs. You got get out to bat now. You felt good. It wasn't like they're rattling off hits. Every count was a deep one, and just they got some hits going. So
did good.
Evergreen will take the field now, get their warm-ups in before we'll have Turk batting, which is some would say the fun part of baseball.
It is.
Or softball.
It's not too bad to watch. We like that part.
We like that part. I found in softball a lot more hits happen, which makes it a little bit more exciting. As pitching out here for, it's number 25, it looks like Olivia, going to be the pitcher on the day for Evergreen. Catching for her will be number 3, Lizzie.
I was watching them warm up down there, and they do pretty good together, it looked like.
You know, I think, you know, Kara Steele and Peyton Schlicker as well. You know, if you've got people who have caught and played together for a while, you can, you know, develop some nice chemistry together, knowing what you want to do. Evergreen was kind enough to provide us with a roster, despite them being a little bit late, so appreciate that. It's a lot easier to, if you know some names.
It is, instead of just calling out their numbers all the time.
You know, sometimes some people got some good names.
Well, I like Oliver. I mean,
I know there was a Smokey McClure we got commentating JV, and I still remember him. He's actually an incredible wrestler, one of the best in the entire state. So, you know, get to form some connections that they don't even know about.
there we go.
As here, Turks will step in. Smokey McClure also played JV football and then saw him wrestle. Garth McDickens, softball coach, said he's one of the best wrestlers he's ever seen, and that's pretty high praise coming from Garth McDickens. As up first for the Turks, it looks like it's Wendy Asper, number 23, the leadoff batter. First pitch she swings on to no avail, so second pitch comes on the way.
Wendy's also one of our freshmen that she was an 8th grader that played up last year.
Also plays basketball, I believe.
Yep.
It's on that great girls basketball team. She's down early 0-2. Second ball on the way. Gigs contact into shallow left. Can it be tracked down?
There we go. She made it.
No, it cannot. Oh, as second baseman doesn't cover,
Go,
she'll continue
Wendy,
to run.
Go.
It's
She's aggressive. She's aggressive.
it's
She's
into
going.
she's into shallow
She's
right.
going.
Catcher's not ready, and that's an inside the park home run for Wendy Asper. Well, say what you know. That was really good base running. I mean, great job from her and the coaching staff. Error made at the catch, and then they realized no one covered second.
I mean, she went for it.
You got to communicate between the shortstop and second baseman. Someone has to cover second. Garth McDickens, he's instilled that, but just a miscommunication. You know?
I mean, we'll take it.
We'll take it. You know? Sometimes, you know, it's not about all doing it yourself, but, you know, getting a break from the other team and using it.
She's got some wheels.
As that will be struck out. It is catcher Kiera, or is it Kiara? I don't really know. Kiera Steele, the freshman, up second. You know, it's hard to follow a hit like that, but hopefully she can do so fashionably. As here we go. Third pitch of the at-bat. That one looks high, and umpire agrees for a 2-1 count. Appreciate, of course, our umpires being here. With rescheduling, I'm sure it's also difficult for them.
Oh, you know it has to be with their schedules, too.
So that one swung on and can't quite make contact for Steele. So 2-2 count. Steal looks. Pitch is delivered.
Oh,
Swung
there
on
she
in.
got a piece of it.
Fouled off. Call that the BG staying alive. Keeping yourself in the batting or keeping yourself batting. I say weak. I call it that. It hasn't quite caught on yet.
It's a good one to try to get it.
You know, I've been working on it. This one on the way.
Oh, nice. Solid hit.
That's a good hit into left field.
Oh,
and
she's
once again, she'll
going
go.
for it.
No one covers again. Second base, and that's going to be a double from Steele. Yeah, pitcher talking that it's got to be that second baseman there. When shortstop has to go left, second baseman's got to go to the base. So now up comes Peyton Schlicker.
Our pitcher.
You know, this is the best easiest part of your job is pitching, being able to make your life easier. Schlicker can make her pitching life easier with bringing in some runs for herself.
Right.
So first pitch will be a strike, but with 0 outs, even if she doesn't quite get what she wants, Turks will have plenty of time to try to even the score and maybe even take the lead, as that's fouled off right side. So 0-2 count for Schlicker here. She'll have to try to claw her way back into the count. Pitch will come, and she'll swing.
Oh, she missed.
But it's dropped, so she'll try to advance to first. Can she get it?
She's on there.
No, it'll be an error at first, so run will score. She'll advance to third.
Whoa.
Pitch will come, so off a drop third strike, Peyton Schlicker gets to third. A run comes in. An RBI drop third strike. Maybe not quite how McDickens drew it up, but
it worked.
It works. So up now, number 4, Eliana Emmons comes in with a runner on third, no outs. Turks already, you know.
Wow.
Let up 2 runs, score them back immediately.
Well, at least they're not scared to run. So
they're not scared. That's good. Being able to, you know, in the moment, it's hard to tell what's happening, but being able to look at your base coach and see what he's telling you to do and react on it. You can get chaotic when all you're doing is try to sprint out to first.
Right, and they've got people yelling at them from
all
over
the
place, trying to listen to what they're supposed to be doing.
And then Evergreen's yelling about fielding. So 0-2 count here. Pitch on the way, swung on, fouled off to stay alive towards her on the deck teammate.
At least Vera Lynn was paying attention.
That's why if you're in the opening of the dugout, you have to wear a helmet.
Exactly.
That's a rule. I do know that. So here we go. Pitch on the way. It will be outside, and we'll decide not to run.
Good choice.
I did this. You know, it's a tricky situation. I could tell the pitcher knows what she's doing. She was on her way to cover.
That would have been a scary one.
That would have been a little bit of a tighter one. So now pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off.
She's battling.
Go down 0-2. Gotta find a way to stay alive. And that is what she has accomplished so far. So 2-2 count now. As pitcher gets ready again to deal. As fouled off again into our batting cages. Scott Sifferman's had himself a busy day so far.
Well, normally there's a little kid out here running after the balls, and I don't see that today.
It's our athletic director, Scott Sifferman, today.
Director out there.
Ooh, it's a drop third strike again. Run it out. Catcher can't quite field it, and she'll get to first of it. So runners on the corners, no outs. Up comes Verilyn Skeving. Skeving. I assume younger sister of Rain Skeving.
It is her younger sister.
So Rain Skeving played a lot of softball and was very good, a very good player.
My catcher, she played with Abby, one of my girls, and she did a really good job.
Did she? I mean, she was a big part of our softball program for, I assume, all 4 years.
She was.
Did she play with Shelby Jeffries then?
She did.
Well, so Skeving has a chance here. As pitch on the way, it'll be strike it depends. Did she make contact? She did not. So it's gonna, since the pitch goes behind, good advancement there from the Turks to put 2 runners in scoring position. So now no outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Skeving in the box, I believe 0-2 count. Pitch on the way. She makes contact. It's into the infield. All runners will advance. The throw will be late.
She made it.
And the Turks score again. What's that, 3-2 now, I believe?
3-2.
Okay, so into the box steps Amelia Brumly. Amelia Brumly has runners at the corners for her. You could maybe expect a steal here. We'll see what they want. First pitch on the way. Brumly fouls it off, and Skeving will have to go back. She gets a free back, though, as well, luckily. You know, on a foul, you're not allowed to advance like that. So here we go. Pitch on the way. That one, good eyes by Brumly. Was ready to swing on it, but saw it was low. You can tell she's playing. You're just having that vision to know when to swing or not. It's something that's hard to develop. Takes a long time to develop for baseball. Here's next pitch on the way. She doesn't like it. Runner will advance, and she will be safe. Beautiful job there, making a great slide. That's number 15, Eliana Emmons, sliding into home. Runner advances to second, and Turks are, you know, they're having themselves a nice little day so far.
They're running. They're making good decisions.
Moving is the most important thing you can stay doing. Smart base running. Next pitch on the way. Brumly puts it in the infield. Can she beat the tag?
She beat it.
Using that extended bag to get herself a single and gets her teammate Skeving to third. So up now after Brumly is Maddie Clough, one of 2 seniors out here today.
Okay, it's where that ball was hit, and she made it with that girl right there.
That's good. That's good running out.
That's pretty good running out.
They say you commit to everything no matter what, and that's why you commit.
She didn't give up. She was right there.
And Brumly once again missed pitch. Lets Brumly advance.
That's why you don't slow down when it's right there in that area, because she beat her. 2 of them.
I don't know if Maddie Clough will go back and watch this, but I know her car broke down today, so it was a good day for her. And now she gets to play softball.
Let's hope
she told me to say something nice about her, so that feels nice enough.
Get a hit now, Maddie, since your car broke down, sweetheart.
How she got here, who knows?
I don't know that she ever left because it was here.
Yeah, she got towed back. We watched her get towed, and it was a good time.
Okay.
Everyone at the pep assembly enjoyed, and we had a great pep assembly today at the end. First one in 2 years. I had a great time.
Good. It was a good one.
Especially since the seniors dominated it.
They did do good.
So I believe it makes it a 2-1 count now for Clough. Look to see what she can do here. Pitch on the way. It will be outside. Runners advance. Skeving gets down and makes it again.
Okay.
Brumly advances to third. You know,
we're at 5.
If Garth told me he'd been working on sliding practice, I believe him. 2 great slides to home, get under the ball, and allow for a safe entry to home. And I believe makes it a 3-1 count as well. So Clough on the verge of getting walked to first. Umpire agrees. Here we go. Pitch on the way. Clough will swing. Can't quite get it. We enter full count. Still no outs so far for the Turks. So here we go. Pitcher will step. Deliver. Clough stays alive. Got a little bit. Had some good power behind it. So, you know, just got to turn that into the field of play.
They are definitely working this pitcher today.
Oh, yes. Which is, you know, a good thing for long term. So here we go. Pitch on the way. That one looks high, and it is. Clough able to walk herself to first. So runners at corners now. Up will come our second senior of the day, Lexi DeBach. Now, played softball for her freshman year, I want to say, and then was injured and unable to the last 2 years, but now back and ready to play. So her first pitch on the way, and it'll be low and in the dirt, and Clough will advance to second. Hassle-free. Yeah, good job. They know when to, you know, they've all advanced seamlessly on these drop pitches.
Yeah, I think they have been working on their base running for
yeah,
sure.
that's, you know, that's a good, being able to freely put yourself a base closer, just like that. As pitch on the way, swung on, miss. Pitch will be dropped, but Brumly stays. Brumly stays. So will Mattias. Pitch will get ready on the way. Swing. That one blocked well.
Just got a little bit quicker.
A little bit quick.
A little bit quicker. She'll get it.
You know, it's hard putting. It's difficult to put the bat on the ball.
It is.
Here on the
Well,
way.
She did it there, but it hit her. It hit her.
And yeah, I think it's gonna be.
It hit her. Dead ball.
Yep. Not only that, I don't know if it quite made it into the field of play on the first bounce.
It just kind of hit her leg and boom.
Yeah. Well, keeps herself alive in the 1-2
does.
count. You know, you can't strike out on a foul, except in rare occasions that
Right.
don't need mentioning. She's probably not bunting here, so 2-2 count. She gets the confirmation. Pitcher looking for her first strikeout of the day so far, and the first out for the Evergreen. What's their mascot? Are they the Wolves?
Wolverines.
Wolverines. This here goes
There
swing.
we go. She got it.
Nope, it's going to be foul again.
What?
I believe it hit her toe again. Or it either A, hit her toe, or B, I think once again it shot into the bottom in the batter's
it?
box, which is
Okay.
which is a dead ball.
I didn't see that.
It goes too quick. I try my best,
I
but
was watching it go out. I didn't see it hit.
yeah, it's got to make it past into the
It
lines.
definitely does, but I didn't see it hit down there first. I thought it just went straight out.
Well, umpire makes his definitive call, and we're alive.
Well,
This one's popped into left. Will it stay
and
fair?
it's
It
a foul
will
ball.
not. As we enter our 20th pitch of the at-bat. Lost count a little. Hard to keep count when we get all the fouls.
Way to battle, Lex. Keep it up.
But she's in the batter box again. Try not to get too exhausted here as pitcher on the way. Stole 2-2. That one's in the dirt. Runner, good job. Decision by the runners. For a full count, Garth. We're not quite walking yet. Garth needs a refreshment that we're in a full count.
Not yet.
You know, we get all these fouls. It could be hard to keep up. Here's pitch on the way. Can striker get her out? Fouled off.
Keep it up.
That one was a foul, definitely.
Yeah.
I agree with that one.
We could have caught that one. She's definitely making her work out there.
Making
Keep it up.
keep getting that pitch count high. As
There
this
we
one's
go.
that's into the field of play. Clough will advance. DeBach will as well, and able to beat the throw. Another single for the Turks sends another runner home. We're 6-2
We are 6-2. Wow.
with runners at the corners. Ooh, someone, you know, we're almost through the entire lineup without an out as Faith Anderson comes up. Garth, you better buy your team a treat because they are making his life easy.
Take them to Dairy Queen.
Get them some ice cream because they are killing it out here. As the pitch on the way for Anderson, she'll swing, ball will be dropped, and runner will advance to second.
Well, and it's not like this is a bad pitcher. This girl's a good pitcher.
She's a good pitcher.
She's a good pitcher. They're just making contact, so they've been working on this.
They-
So this is good.
Yeah, it hasn't been all walks and everything. It's been a lot.
no.
It's been a lot of putting the ball in play.
They are definitely, and they're doing some good base running, and there's been some overthrows and things, but they are definitely making contact. So they're doing a good job.
This is it can be replicated into the future games. You know, as umpire will see that one a little bit high. I didn't know which way he was going to go on that one. As we're at 2 strikes, 1 or 2 balls as well. Anderson got the bright pink gloves into the field of play again. And can she beat the throw? She will.
There we go.
Clough touches home to score. DeBach stays at second. Anderson gets to first. And out comes Adeline King.
Well, I'm not sure because I think we're back to the beginning here. I think we're back to Wendy Asper, so I don't think they are batting Addie King. I don't think. Nope, we're back up to the thing.
Wendy Asper.
Yep,
We're-
so we're not batting these two right here.
Oh, shoot, I read, yeah, because Faith Henderson was our 9th batter, and you only bat
Yep.
9.
Yep.
The other 2
They
will be
wrote-
Adeline King and Liberty Rose, or substitutes. Well, so, I mean, Turks get through the entire order without an out. So Wendy Asper comes back up, probably not expecting to bat for a while, but he's batting immediately as
Lord.
pitch will be behind and runners will advance.
Oh, Garth, that silly boy
Garth,
out
you
there.
got to keep running. You always keep running, you know? So here's the pitch. Asper, ooh, thought about pulling, but realized it was high. And it was a little bit late there, but realized after she's got to step out of the box when the pitch goes behind like that. You want to get out of the way of your teammates. So here we go. Pitcher gets ready again. Steps, deliver. This
There we
one's into the
go.
field to play again. Contact. Can she beat the throw? It's dropped. So DeBott comes
Wow.
across. Ball's fielded for 2 as Anderson crosses as well. Turks have 9. It's 9-2. Runner on first. As once it comes Kiara Steele. Catcher on the day. First pitch will be a miss. Runner will go. The
Wendy is definitely an aggressive runner.
Yes.
Oh. Yep. Yep.
Rules thing here. Garth wants to talk to the umpire about the ruling. It's something about base running when I don't.
So what they're saying is that when the ball's in her mid and she rounded second base, technically when the ball goes back in her mitt, that means she's got control. Wendy's saying that the ball was just in her hand, so she didn't have control because it was in her hand. So she hadn't put it back in her mitt yet, is what Wendy's saying. That's what Wendy's
Okay.
saying. Yeah.
So I think softball running is a little bit different than baseball. Baseball, you
Definitely.
can almost run, I think, whenever you want.
Pretty much. But softball is a little bit different. This guy's saying that when it's in the circle, basically, if the pitcher has it, which I have not heard that yet, but he's saying that no matter what.
No, umpire won't change his call. I didn't expect him to anyways.
So that'll be our first out. But you know what? At 9 runs, that's a pretty good run so far, ladies.
If she wants justification, you go back and watch it on Turk Pride and see if she was right or not. In one of those, if she looks back and watches and she was wrong, you're okay. But but if not, you can be like, okay, I got out, but it wasn't really my fault. But if that's, now that you know that's how the umpire is going to call it, so bases will be clear now with Steele up. We're swing and a miss, strike, I believe her second, 1-2 count. Seeing good fans here for the Turks. A lot of students here as well, which is good to see.
There's a lot of students here. I think everybody's just so glad to have sports.
Yeah, everyone been told to come watch, and then so it'll be a ball. It's like, oh, come watch the game. Then it's been canceled every time. So everyone who needs to come watch, got to jump on the opportunity. So Steele stays up. Pitch on the way will be low for ball 2. I'm not. My softball friend would be disappointed. I don't know quite as much about the softball rules. As pitcher steps, delivers, Steele. Ooh, that's going to be foul, but that's some good contact there. As we have another one into the track. And also, we won't be streaming, but 6 o'clock, Shoreline. Turks take on Kings, who they unfortunately fell to yesterday 4-9, but we'll look to hopefully get some payback at Kings' home grounds.
That would be nice. There she
wish
goes.
them. That's into the gap.
Right through the gap.
That is, I don't know what it's called. I like to call it the golden gap, right between shortstop and second, where no one's covering. As we will have a substitution. Adeline King will come on to pinch run here for Steele. So it's a pinch runner I believe softball you were allowed one free one.
You can do that because the catcher's going to be, okay, say we have 2 outs. The catcher's got to get ready. It takes her a while to get ready. So typically they will do that for their catcher and their pitcher.
Mm-hmm. Is that one? Or do they have 1 out or 2 outs?
1 out.
1 out, yeah. Softball's running rules are different.
Just a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Those are the major differences. As this one's dropped, she will advance. Throws to second, will be late.
There we go.
And that's gets herself into scoring position. Garth telling him to cool down the aggressiveness a little bit. It seemed like the plan was if the ball gets past, run. But he's telling them that's not quite the game plan anymore.
He's saying that if it's on the ground, not if it's up in the air, because they don't have to run. Because if it's up in the air, then they could catch it, and then she'd have to go back.
Mm-hmm. So here we go. Pitch from Evergreen. This one's cracked left field through the shortstop and third baseman. Ball gets past the left field.
Wow.
Left fielder. She'll advance to third. Throw will be in. Is he going to send her home? He will.
Yes.
She goes all the way. Number 4, Peyton Schlicker. Inside the park home run to bring in 2. Oh my goodness, 13-2 now. Turks on fire with just 1 out. Up steps Eliana Emmons with, for, something, empty bases. Now, I mean, the rally's going. It's gonna be, I mean, still only 1 out. Evergreen's got to find themselves a way to get out of this inning.
Yeah, they're probably thinking that same thing.
Yeah.
We have been
Announcer of the people.
Turks have been in this situation, Lady Turks, many and times. I have sat through a game like this, so on the other way. So
Turk sports have had their highs and lows.
Yes.
Had family in it for 8 years that have been a Turk, if not probably more than that. So probably 12 years since my family's been in the Turk cycle. So Turks have been bludgeoned before.
oh, they deserve a good one. But then Evergreen's going to be coming back out here too. So
yeah.
Go,
Was drop third strike throw from the catcher. That time will be in to get them out. So 2 outs now for the Turks as Schlicker will come in. So,
Nope, this is Skeving.
Is this Skeving? My bad.
Marilyn Skeving.
I don't know why I said Schlicker. Yeah, that's my bad. Peyton Schlicker also has an older sister, didn't she?
No.
No?
Peyton Schlicker is the older sister. Arian Schlicker is her cousin.
Cousin. Okay.
that graduated
I
this
was thinking, I guess, I didn't know she wasn't her older sister. Schlicker, Skeving, both have older girls
Yeah.
in the with the same last name that went
Yeah.
through the system. Arian, I believe, did she also play softball?
She did.
So, a little bit of softball heritage. It's, been a lot of sister combos that have gone through. From, Shelby Jeffries, Maddie Jeffries, now here with the Skevings and the Schlickers. Good to see. I know both Clough sisters are on the team together right now. I think Haley can't quite play in this one. I think she had a boot on.
She does have a boot on. Yep.
So easy to roll an ankle in this sport or do anything like that. Pitch on the way. This is fouled off towards our booth and over onto the field. Send someone for that. This pitch on the way. I have no idea what the count is. That one's high, though, for sure. We'll see.
Oh, ball 4. Take her base. You're walking,
Okay.
sister. Drop the bat and go to the base.
I'm with her. I had no idea what the count was either. I'm actually on her pay. If I was in her situation right there, I would have no idea what the count was. I lost count. It doesn't help that our scoreboard's out. As this first pitch will be dropped. She'll
should've been
advance. Can
gone.
catcher get it there? No, they'll just drop it to the pitcher. No need to risk anything. So it's, after Skeving, it's Brumly now in the box.
Oh,
this is a
wow.
good
Right
hit into
over her
left
head.
field.
There we go. There's another one.
Brumly will try to go to second, and she'll make it for a double. Turks have had a lot of good hits. That's the strongest hit we've had so far.
That is definitely the strongest hit.
It's been a lot of infield so far, but that one got deep into the outfield. So now up comes Maddie Clough with 2 outs and a runner on second. Try to keep the inning alive for the Turks.
Elizabeth, what do you have?
Here we go, pitch on the way. Clough decide not to swing.
12.
Oh, is it just 12-2?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So maybe 12-2 here. So here we go. Pitch on the way for Clough. Decide not to pitch, but it hit swing, but it will be a strike there. So, strike 1-1 count. Pitch delivered. Swing can't quite get it.
That was a little late.
A little late, you know.
Get her timing right, and she'll get it.
It'll work on. You know, one of those things that's hard to perfect in practice when you're swinging against the same pitcher every day. Ooh, it's that one's inside, almost hits her. Runner will easily advance to third. Good job getting out of the way there. I do know you have to make a conscious effort to get out of the way of a pitch.
Yeah.
All right, otherwise you won't be allowed to take your base. On the way, Clough keeps it alive. Ooh, that.
Oh.
It's raining softballs. Almost came through our window. As Olivia here will... Oh, they threw another ball in play. Olivia here will have 2-2 count. She tries to look to strike out Clough to get herself out of this first inning. See if she can be successful. As pitch delivered inside for a ball 3. Clough finds herself in a full count. She was on a full count her first time up and was walked to first. She'll hope for something similar here. Olivia hopes for not that, believe it or not. Pitch on the way. She makes contact. Is it fair? It is, and she is out.
She's out. Finally,
12.
The end of this.
End of the bottom of the first. Turks score 12. To make it 12-2 as we go to the top of the second. Hopefully Peyton Schlicker may need to do her warm-up routine again. She's had plenty of time to get cold. You know, that's what Evergreen's hoping at least.
So they need to go in the dugout, Evergreen, and regroup, pull themselves together, get back out there, swing the bat, because Turks just had a great inning. That was a good one for us.
That's one of the best Turk innings I've ever seen. Just in all this Turk sports, this is one of the best Turk times I've seen. Everything was going right. They could do no wrong.
They did a great job of hitting, contact, running.
Also,
did a really good job.
Also, Evergreen, I assume, this is how it is for baseball. I assume the same as softball. At the end of the bottom of the fifth, if a team's leading by 10, the game is called there.
It's the 4th or 5th for softball.
It's fourth or fifth for softball.
I got to look that up because it's been a year.
It is in.
And I've been watching a lot of baseball with my son Joey. So.
Baseball is fifth for the high school level. So it is something, Evergreen, you need to put in at least a run to get yourself under that 10 margin. Not only that, you have to get yourself under 10 and then stop the Turks from scoring, which may be a little easier said than done so far. Schlicker still looks like she didn't lose. You know, she didn't get too cold out there running the bases. Had herself a home run on her attempt. See, as check the games. I know baseball will be. I think JV baseball will be at Sultan Monday for their first game.
I think they'll be here, and then our boys' soccer team's going.
The soccer is all around the place. I think end of April is when we hope to have a home game finally, when our field is eligible.
So it is at the end of the 4th for softball.
End of the 4th. So 4 p.m. Sultan Height. 4 p.m. we'll have varsity baseball here on Monday. Wait, it is April 1st. What am I looking at?
Because today's April Fool's Day, silly.
Yeah. Oh, I'm looking at the softball schedule. Softball's next home game will be April 5th, Tuesday at 4 p.m. they'll be there. Schlicker continues to pitch. So make sure, hopefully, it doesn't get rained out, as they have a whole slew of home games in a row. It looks like about 4 or 5 home games in a row that have all needed to be rescheduled. So make sure we'll be here for Turk Pride, hopefully with the Dave and Debbie show by then.
We will see. Mr. Dave, he had a wedding tonight.
He did. Oh, did he? Was it the one there at the Sky Valley Event Center?
I'm not sure where he was doing that at.
I know Sky Valley Event Center does all sorts of things. Does weddings, professional wrestling.
She's gonna take her base.
Did she get hit there or
She
ball for her?
did.
I know they do professional wrestling, which Turk Pride will be streaming, I believe, April 9th.
Okay, now you and Dave went and did something there, didn't you?
So last time they had an event about 2 or 3 months ago, we brought the whole crew. And if Skylar was there, we had about 5, 6 producers doing cameras. We had 2 moving cameras, 2 set cameras. I was on commentary with the Iceman. It was lovely. So yeah, I mean, we'll be back. Make sure to buy a ticket. Startup Event Center, proud sponsor of Turk Pride TV.
Did they have multiple ones going on at one time or just one?
So it is professional wrestling. So in the ring.
Oh, so it was
professional wrestling. WWE style. As that's a hit to Maddie Clough there at second. She fields it safely and able to get the out at first. Missed one of those earlier, so she'll be happy with herself that she got that one. So runner on second here for Evergreen with 1 out.
What's going on here? Hold on.
Oh. Checking the dugout. Something's wrong with one of the Evergreen players. Looks like she's okay, which is good. Glad she is all okay. Hopefully nothing too bad. Just get maybe dinged or something, hopefully. Well, not hopefully, but I hope that's at the extent of it, nothing too bad. So, we get ready back again as Schlicker delivers. First one a little outside. Schlicker, our starting pitcher and our number 1. I know other than that, our depth at pitcher has not been too deep this year, so we've had to have a couple trained to play it. So in the next couple of games, it'll be interesting to see who the Turks send out other than Schlicker on the mound.
We have actually Wendy Asper she's a pitcher. And Kira Steele actually can pitch too. Yeah.
I know Chenoweth was training as a pitcher before
her injury.
She hurt herself.
That child.
So here we go. Pitch on the way. That
was a great pitch.
Fouled off. That was a good pitch and even good contact there. Going to be a foul ball towards the dugout over there. Turks dugout. So we lead as 2 strikes, 2 balls. So 2-2 count. Schlicker with a chance to get a strikeout here. She's been unsuccessful so far in her strikeout chances, but that one's staying alive. This is catcher out here.
Catcher.
Number 3, Lizzie. Catcher on the day. Slow. Foul keeps the catcher in the batter's box, but pitch on the way. She's a lefty, which is interesting. You don't see as many lefties, so right field's got to be on it attentive. You generally see less action in right field unless you got a lefty up.
Definitely.
So here we go. Full count. Pitch on the way. That one's high. She gets to take her base. So now runner on first and second with 1 out. Turks, look to... They're in a plenty fine position, but look to close anything out. As Schlicker will take off her face guard. You don't have to have one on as the pitcher.
You don't have to have one on, but like Garth said, that's up to her mom and her dad.
Yeah, that is a personal decision whether I have the face guard on or not. Umpire decides to keep his on.
Definitely he needs it on.
Umpire and catcher decide to keep theirs on as ball rolled to first base. Safely gets an out. I mean, that's a good play there for the Turks. Sure. And runner in second, ball is picked up. She steps off the bag, steps back on, which was the Turks' problem earlier.
Right. So he had to call it for this one,
Had to call it on this one. So that's 2 outs there. Turks don't let up a run. That's a good defensive.
And here's the coach going to argue it now,
Yeah.
going, really? They were up 12.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's good.
We've been in that position too, Evergreen.
Even if that hadn't happened for the Turks, still would have been 2 outs with only 2 runners on. That was it's been a good defense here from the Turks, not only an electric offense, but bottom of the second, Turks will be up. I believe Lexi DeBach will lead us off with Anderson on deck. As always, make sure to like and subscribe if you want to. We'll be here delivering all home games from softball to baseball, soccer, and then next year we'll have all the sports we can. We should be back to we were back to a regular schedule this year, but an even more regular schedule next year.
I think it'll be pretty much back to the way it was before, pre-COVID.
Turk Pride, we got to. I got to go with Brian Atkinson. We got to do the state girls all-star game, which featured a Turk from, as far as I know, the first time a Turk's been featured. It's at all levels across the state at the 1A level. Grace Trichler was still chosen. It's not just in the conference. It is across all levels.
Yeah, no, I think that was definitely the first in our history.
And Grace Trichler was honored to go, and it was some great time. Got to watch some D1 basketball commits play, among others. Woo, my goodness. You can tell if someone's committed to a D1 school.
You can definitely tell. There's a big difference.
Shame I couldn't do it last year. Best Washington recruit of all time, pretty much Haley Van Lith, doing well in for women's basketball.
She's doing a little bit good.
I don't remember if they played yet. I don't think so, but she plays for Louisville, and they are currently down 6 to South Carolina in the Final Four. And now losing to South Carolina ain't bad. Look, Dawn Staley runs a mean program. My granny got into women's basketball, so I know a decent amount about college women's basketball. I know one girl was committed to Washington State. She was playing at the 2B level, which is impressive to get a D1 offer from the 2B level.
That is very impressive.
She was good, though. It wasn't, if I was a scout and I watched her play, I'd be like, yeah, she's good. So, but we get back to softball action. DeBach to lead us off. Pitch on the way. We swung on short.
You got to commit to that, Miss Lexi DeBach.
I think it was low, and she realized she was swinging halfway. She realized.
She was like, should I swing or not?
You can check your swing. As long as your swing doesn't go over the plate, you're good, but she couldn't quite check it in time either. So with 1 strike, next pitch on the way. She commits on that one, but does not make contact there.
That swing looked better, though. You got this, Lex.
So 0-2 count down quickly, but Turks have found their way out of plenty, but this will be a swing and a miss and caught for strike 3 and out. So a better start here for Evergreen as they get a first. It took them about 12 batters last time to get an out, and it was a mistake from the Turks, but this time starts off with a strikeout. This first pitch will be a little high, though, as it is 9th in the order, Faith Anderson, I believe center fielder on the day. She's seen a tiny bit of action. She's made a couple of stops. Oh, the camera is frozen. We apologize for that. We will work on that for you.
So we have no scoreboard, no camera.
Good.
Here we go.
We'll just keep up on the action for you. I'm sure our producers, we'll try everything we can, as it'll be a strike. Apologize for the camera being frozen. We had some camera problems at baseball. Someone messed with one of our cords.
Yeah, someone messed with our cords here too.
So let's go. This one's hit deep by Anderson. That's going to get over right fielder's head. Anderson goes first. She'll go second. She's definitely advancing third.
She's going to third.
Will Dickens send her home? He will. Anderson goes. It goes to the pitcher. This one's going to be close, but Anderson inside the park. Home run. I mean,
that was a great hit right over the right fielder's head.
Brumly had the longest of the game up till there, where Anderson got that probably well over 150. I mean, she was probably just 50. She was probably just about 40 yards out there from the fence.
Oh, that was a beautiful hit.
Whew. That's our hit of the day. Oh, our camera died, unfortunately. Do we have an... Well, so we're working on the battery, so apologies for that.
There we go.
As here's a
Wendy
good hit
Asper.
by Asper. Could she outrun it? She can.
She's back on first base.
We don't have batteries. We may have batteries in the baseball booth. Well, also, Asper gets to first.
Back up to
Off
bat
a good
is
little hit.
Kara Steele, our catcher.
Kara Steele's found herself on base, I believe twice so far. And so we go. This swing miss, dropped, and it's an advancement to second.
Wendy makes it to second. That little girl just wants to run.
She wants to run. She's done a
She
great.
does.
She's done a great job. She's made her pitcher's life easier. See her pitch on the way. That's
That
hit
was a
well.
nice
Can
hit.
it be?
Well, get back. Oh,
Ooh.
she dropped it. She dropped it. She dropped it. She dropped it. She dropped it.
Oh, pitch will hit the runner
Oh,
on the
good
head. Hopefully,
Lord,
Steele's on the
girls.
way. So,
Oh, so what just happened is the girl in right field dropped the ball. Our second base runner, Ms. Wendy Asper, and our first base runner kind of got a little bobbled up there.
Asper, I think, either thought she caught it or misunderstood that when
she did think that she caught it. She went back to She went back to tag up, but kind of was a little bit
Oh, so camera's back.
confused about it.
Yeah, I think, or she thought you don't have to tag up if the ball's dropped on an error like that. So then Steele rounded second, and then they were standing there, and then Steele got plunked in the head. But that's why you wear a helmet.
That's why you wear a helmet.
So it looks like our camera is
Camera
back up.
is
We got our new
back.
battery.
And we have a pinch runner in there for our catcher.
Sure, of course.
Not because she got hit in the head, but because
She,
she's a
she walked it
courtesy
off like a
runner.
champ.
She did.
Honestly, she didn't even react to it. She just put her shoulders up and like a, well, that sucked that I got hit in the head.
Exactly.
That was a good, good helmet. Here we go. Pitch on the way. That looks inside. No, it's inside the strike zone. As pitcher walks back Wendy Asper.
She's looking at her.
She told her to sit down. So what is
Exactly.
Asper, what, 13-2 the score?
We are 13-2.
As Anderson has the only run so far. That one looks high, and it is. Grounds crew going to have to do a lot of repainting here. As batter's box destroy that third baseline's in shambles as well. So here we go. Dugout offers some encouragement. Pitch on the way. Swung on. Missed. Strike 2? It's not strike 3. She's not walking off yet, so 2-2 count. Turks, I think I've only been walked once here. So they have a lot of good hitting from around. All 9 have done it well. As that one looks high, good job holding off there from Paint Schlicker. I'll get him more off the dome eventually. As with one out, Olivia pitching here for the Wolverines.
And again, she's not doing a bad job.
No.
We're just hitting the ball.
As that is cracked by Schlicker. It's into center field, and it will not be tracked down. One will score. She'll stay at second. 2 will score. So 2 come in off a huge double from Schlicker. That's called making your life easier as a pitcher. Ooh, this has been some of the best softball we've seen in a long time. Just from all 9 as well. It's not
No, it's not just one. It's not just a couple of them. They're all making a.
As that's
just like
another
that
good
right
hit
there.
there
That was a nice, solid
from
hit.
Emmons. Will
He's sending her. He's
send the
sending her.
runner home,
She's
and
in.
so it's an RBI single for the Turks. You couldn't have written it better, Turks couldn't have written it better for themselves. So I know, years ago, best softball team we fielded featured Shelby Jeffries, who's a D1 commit. But here, it's just all around good softball. Never hurts though to have a D1 commit.
It's not a bad thing.
It's not. I want to believe she's coaching now. I want to
She
say
is
for
coaching.
college.
She's not with Cal Poly. She's with a different one. But she.
Ooh, is that pitch a little high? Swung on it.
But she is doing exactly what she loves, and those girls are gotta be loving being coached by her.
Is she a head coach, assistant coach? Do you know?
I think she's an assistant coach.
So you got to work your way up,
Yeah.
especially in the level of college. Just here we go. It's 2 strikes for Skeving. Ooh, that one she.
And it is her birthday today.
Oh, well,
Happy birthday,
happy
Shelby
birthday!
Jeffries.
Pretty good birthday gift as your home debut.
For your old
couldn't be going
alumni
better.
team.
So she gets herself her first ball. And pitch on the way. She'll swing and miss, and I believe that is strike 3. Oh, no, it's just strike 2. Strike 2, so I believe it's going to be a 2-2 count here. Boy, I didn't realize. I thought I did a pretty good job.
She fouled one of them off.
Oh, well, that one still would have counted as a strike, because that one's a swing and a miss, though, and that's third for sure.
Yeah, she's definitely out there.
So, Skeving goes down, so it's 2 outs now. Out comes Amelia Brumly with a runner on second. I mean, still been a plenty fine inning for the Turks. If you go down like this, you'll, I mean, in comparison to your first, it looks worse, but I mean, still 4 or 5 runs in. Shame Dave Moon. Well, maybe I got to watch it happen, so I would have been here anyways cheering on the Lady Turks. As pitch on the way, that one will be low. Runner will advance easily and safely. So now Brumley's got a runner on third. She's just gotta make it to first, pretty much. As pitcher will stand, step, deliver. That looks low. And that will be the call. So now, Olivia looks to get the Wolverines side out of the inning. That looks like a strike, and it is. We enter a 2-2 count with Brumley looking to keep the inning alive. Swing.
There she goes.
Into the infield. Can she beat the throw? She can as it's outside the bag. Brumley will then look to advance the second. Run counts no matter what. Pitch throw is on the way, and they just give it back to the pitcher. So that's another run in for the Turks as Brumley gets a single double. It's weird how they write it in the books. So Maddie Clough steps in now. Now she's got the 2 outs on her. The runner in scoring position. First pitch looks high. Brumley will advance to third. So Clough's got 1-0 count. Runner looking down home plate. And a chance to get herself an RBI. Pitch on the way. That one looks low, and it is good vision so far, letting the first 2 pitches go by. So pitch on the way, swung on. That one will be missed, so that'll be strike 1.
Once she gets her swing just a little bit quicker.
She's got to get that timing right.
Just that timing, but she's got a nice swing, but just got to get a little bit faster when the ball gets crossed.
Pitch on the way. That one looks inside as well, so I believe that makes it 3-1. You don't really want to be the batter ever up in a 2-out situation. You don't want to be the person that strikes out.
Never.
So easiest way to not be the person who gets the 3rd out, get on base.
Exactly.
So 3-1 here. She can take a pitch. She will foul that one off. Ooh, if she was a split second quicker, that one would have been would have been gone because she got it a little bit awkward, and that still flew hard at our height, and we're a couple feet. We're on a 2nd-story building. So 2 balls, 2 strikes here. I believe 3 balls. I believe it's a full count.
Oh.
And she'll get walked her 2nd time today, getting on base.
From up here, even, that looked like kind of a good pitch. That was right over the plate from up here. But we're up high, so it looks a little different up here than it does down there. Now back up is Lexi DeBach. Lexi.
She's got runners at the corners with 2 outs. Look what she can do here as pitch will go high, and Clough will get herself safely to second. It's been a great job there. Just been a funnel from the Turks from first to second's practically been free every time. Pitch on the way. That one looks high. Good job. She didn't commit on that one. She committed her last at bat. She committed. Yeah. Learned that time though. In-game adaptive learning. Here we go with a 1-1 count. Pitch on the way. That one will be a strike. She thought it was high. Umpire disagrees. I don't know what she said. Garth was loving it, though.
He laughed.
He laughed.
There you
This
go.
one's into the infield, but straight to the pitcher. The throw will be bobbled. Picked up in time.
She picked it up in
Yeah,
time.
good
Yep.
recovery there by first baseman Eliana to get them out of the inning. 2 to, what is it, 16?
Okay, so I think I'm just going to double check with our scorekeeper down there. I think we're at 17, but I'm not. I want to make
2
sure.
to 17 is the score we have here. Debbie Ellis will double check.
Dave, is it 17? Will you check?
Get a confirmation. Is it 2 to 17?
2 to 17.
As we have a substitution here for the Turks. We got a lot of people out. We have a lot of people out there. Liberty Rose Roeder will come in for Lexi DeBach in right field. So a first substitution for the Turks. Peyton Schlicker, though, still out there pitching. No other changes so far that I see. So we enter the top of the third. Yeah, as you confirmed, bottom of the fourth. So not a lot of time for Evergreen to come back. They'll have to do their best.
Okay, so originally I made a mistake because I thought that was from here. I thought that was Liberty Rose out there in left field, but that's
No.
Wendy Asper.
That's Whitney Asper.
So that is Liberty coming out for Lexi.
If you're in the outfield, you also have to be in the batting order.
Right,
You can't.
but I just didn't see that was. I couldn't see that far away. I'm not saying that my eyesight might be not working.
It was
so
their
well.
fault.
It was their fault.
For looking like, well, balls get called in. Schlicker gets her last warm-up pitch in. Umpire is who knows what he's doing. Checking notes, making sure.
I think they're making a change over here too for Evergreen.
A pinch batter. Evergreen has 4 substitutes available to them. So see what they will do. Maybe bring in a pinch batter. Oh, yeah. This is the awkward part of baseball. You're just waiting here. You don't really know what's going on.
This is where we go to commercial break.
Yeah, we don't have any commercials. We could have a commercial, though. $150. Have your advertisement in the bottom right corner. Be a proud sponsor of Turk Pride TV. It doesn't even have to be a business. It can be, you can just shout out a person if you want. We're getting close to graduation and you want to congratulate a graduate.
Well, like
propose.
the Sorgens, they've got a graduate. They could say, hey,
$150.
Congratulations, Seth Sorgen.
I know, we bought one year at the bottom of the baseball when
did?
we were in advertisements. I know my mother bought one.
For the basketball.
All
down
goes-
there on the in front of the screen there.
I mean, student-run program, and we have producer Skylar. Baseball, we have Alec and Brandy. We have Heidi. People are making graphics. Just behind-the-scenes work. That I sometimes forget to appreciate.
Well, without our student-run producers and things, no way.
Oh, and of course, Diamond Dave Moon.
Dave
In his
Moon.
in his den right now.
Dave.
His evil lair. So, pitch on the way from Schlicker. That one's hit.
That was a nice hit.
That's a
Went
good
right
hit.
past her.
And Anderson able to stop the ball and pick it up.
Second base is going to have to get that glove down because that went right past her.
Yeah, that was a good hit. It was just a little bit too far. Right in that golden zone down the middle.
That was a nice, solid hit.
Feel good about that's a pitcher, Olivia.
She's worked hard today. Again, she's not been pitching bad.
It's just been a good day from the Turks.
Been a good day for our hitting.
I mean, she's gotten almost every Turks hitter into two strike territory.
Yeah.
Same with Schlicker. Both these teams have done a good job of trying to survive in the 2-strike territory. Schlicker gives herself 0-1 count. Delivers the next pitch. Swing.
Great pitch.
And a miss. Schlicker has looked good today. She has not missed her opportunity. She has not missed practice clearly in these 3 weeks. As this one's into fair territory, Clough picks it up, dumps to first, and that's an out. That's a good little play there from him. That's exactly what you want. Get the out, no need to get fancy and try to go for the double play.
Nope,
Just
get the easy out.
Easy softball. As base runner talks to the umpire about something.
Talking about being in the way of the baseline.
Oh, yeah.
Second baseman. There was nothing she could do about that.
Yeah. So fortunate as ball will be dropped and Olivia will advance. Throw will be slightly late, and also it's not a force out, so would have had to make the tag in time. But good job testing there from the Turks.
Exactly.
I mean, you just one of those things. You get a tiny bit quicker on picking it up and get the tag, and someone tries to steal next time, maybe you get them.
Right.
Evergreen hasn't wanted to test those too much today, but Turks did as Schlicker delivers a ball there. It's 1 out, runner on third. I believe it is Eliana up to bat. She swings.
Great pitch.
That's 1 or 2 strikes there. 1 ball, 2 strikes, I believe. So Turk pitch delivers, swing and a miss. A K there for Peyton Schlicker. Try to put another 0 in the box score.
Here comes. It looks like here might be one of their changes.
I believe that's Kurtiana who was, because I remember her green hair. Unless 2 of them have bright green hair. Well, maybe not. What's her number?
I haven't seen it yet either.
We're not at a good enough angle to get the number.
I haven't seen this one out here yet.
It may be number 2, Nari. Or Nari, yeah. 21, who is Kurtiana in the original lineup. It was that ball bloops.
I just didn't remember the green hair.
I did, as that one bloops past second base.
So they'll get another run.
Another run. Clough.
Oops.
Just let it bloop past a little bit, but runner at first then with 2 outs. It is another batter up here. So here we go. Next batter up.
Oliver.
Swinging a miss. Schlicker delivers for strike. So Schlicker will pitch, deliver that one. It was good. Bottom left corner. That's good. Painting those corners. Corner's a tricky spot for a batter. So next pitch on the way. This one will go foul. Yeah, good call by the umpire. That one almost probably would have been an out for Turks if it stayed fair, but it didn't. So here we go. 2 strikes here, 2 outs. Chance to get out of the inning with only 1 run let up. Here's the pitch. That one will go fair. Could it be tracked down? And once again, first baseman will just take it. She's done a good job reading that there.
She has.
As Schlicker looking.
But they did a good job getting the bat on the ball, too. So
yes. Yeah.
they can hit.
I mean, it's been only 3 runs let up so far for the Turks. Feel good about your defense and your offense so far. Garth's going to have to kind of have a hard time finding something to work on next practice.
Oh, I'm sure he'll find something.
He'll find something. They're not quite as restless, though. You can't go, get them to do prison push-ups or something. Ooh, prison push-ups are the worst.
$17-3 right now.
So
Lady Turks leading.
As we go to the bottom of the third. So if in the top of the fourth, if they can't make it up, will the Turks even bat at the bottom of the fourth?
Probably not.
Probably not. I would assume.
Yeah, no.
I would assume, especially depending on how big the lead is.
Yeah.
Since Turks are the home team who is going to run rule, probably not even a reason. Just like a regular baseball. I say use baseball as the general term, but I guess it's not. I don't see because I see baseball as the general game, and then there's either baseball or softball. It's not like it's baseball and then softball. It's like baseball and it has baseball and softball in it. They're the ball and stick sports.
Right. Baseball or softball?
Which came first? Probably baseball, but who knows?
Wow, Seth, really?
Well, they didn't even let women vote for a
Wow,
long time.
Skylar.
I think
Skylar.
I think they played baseball before women's suffrage.
Oh,
So,
my goodness.
I mean, that's just history. I didn't say it was a good thing.
Jenny, if you're listening.
Just know I know my history.
He does.
just,
I got to give him that.
just if you're there, it's like probably not a good thing that we were playing professional baseball before like women could vote.
Go back and watch a League of Your Own.
League of
Who
Your
took
Own.
care of it and kept it going when
never,
everybody was at war? The ladies.
I guess the ladies. I've never seen it.
Oh my gosh, Seth.
I haven't watched too many baseball movies.
That's
I've seen
a great
Sandlot.
movie.
Saw 42. That's a great movie with Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, what's he talking about down here?
Oh, who knows? I think maybe still be talking about the running rule.
About the second base. All right, Faith Anderson's going to start us off.
So go pitch on the way. First swing will be miss. Actually, that was the Anderson up.
That is Faith Anderson. She's a junior this year, so we get one more year with her.
She'll be one of quite a few, 3 or 4 juniors. So probably one of them will be handed the captaincy.
Wow.
As that is crushed. It gets near the back fence. It'll roll and touch it.
Yeah.
I mean, and this ball will roll in. She'll
go
go
watch
home.
it, mister. You better watch it. There we go.
I mean, I believe that is her second inside the park home run as Anderson sends it home.
We're going to finish this at bat here, and then I think. So, I got to say, watching Faith Anderson over the last 3 years, wow.
Even in every sports play, I mean, in
everything.
In
basketball. Yeah.
What'd you say? What are we doing after this at bat?
I think we might be done after this at bat.
That's, as lead, what it would take.
Yeah.
I think they'd have to double their run count. And Schlicker has, unfortunately for Evergreen, not looked like she's willing to slow down.
Yeah. But watching her grow as a player in all of these sports, huge.
She's still got one more year.
Yep.
Here we go. Step pitch delivers. This one's she didn't even put a full swing under it. As
she dropped it. Whoa. Wendy is just a runner.
Slides safely to first.
Wendy.
What?
Was Wendy Asper.
I mean, whew. She knows what she's doing. So Katiana Steele will come up.
Kira
Steele. What did I say? What is it?
I'm not positive. That was Katiana or something like that.
I don't even know
Kira
what
Steele.
Kira Steele. Or at least finishing this inning, probably it looks like, which makes sense. As she cracks it.
Wendy, watch it.
As
there you go.
won't be quite tracked down. She'll decide to stay at first. Asper advances to third. Runners at corners for the Turks here. And I believe, is there an out? I believe there's one.
Got Peyton Schlicker. No, we started with Faith.
So
we started down here, and then we're back up at the top again.
Yeah. So do they have an out? Oh, yeah.
Oh, wait a second. No, we started with Lex.
No, we didn't. We started with Anderson, so no outs.
Yeah, I guess we did. Gosh, they just keep running one right into the other.
I mean, more at-bats than, you could have dreamed of here for the Turks as the runners at the corners, no outs. Pitch on the way. That'll be a little high, and runner will decide to go back. But to home she goes.
Wendy Asper.
Wendy Asper scores.
She is a runner.
She knows what she's doing. There's a reason she's batting first. She's clearly earned her spot batting first. Not only she gotten on base every time, but has a very intelligent base running. As umpire cleans the plate. Looking good. Gives a nod and a smile. As at-bat continues. That one looks high, and it is. Count will be something if the umpire calls it. He won't, so it counts something. 2-2 maybe?
Well, that one definitely looked like a ball to me.
Yeah,
Looked
and
like
that
a
one's
ball.
definitely a ball. So
I
it's at
think
least 2
3.
balls. I want to
I think
say
that's
I want to
3
say full
balls.
count.
Yeah, that's 3. Oh, that was 4. That was
That
a
was
walk.
4.
I thought that was 3.
Oh, who knows? Well, great job. We'll walk. Runners will advance to first and second, and out comes Eliana Emmons. Not herself. A great day as well. I mean, all the Turks have. I mean, it'd be hard to pick out, a player of the game for the Turks. As Emmons will pop that one into the crowd. No one injured though.
No.
Everyone looks fine. Garth tell him to have more fun out there. You know, as they say,
Right
the beatings will continue until morale
Kara's gonna
improves.
score.
Kara will score. Garth will send his second runner home. So it's going to be
Schlicker's going to score.
It's going to be a 2 RBI triple there from Emmons. Turks bring it on, and pinch batter for the Turks.
So this one
is Adeline.
Hold on.
It's got to be Adeline King. Is it Yasina Flores? Boy. Our number 4s we have written down are Adeline King and Yasina Flores.
Well, and like he just said, we've got like a 4B and a 4C because we've got several number 4s.
On one sheet.
So we're going to listen to the girls and see who they... Addie.
I'm hearing Addie. So Adeline King sub, and she's our other girl on our sheet. She'll get to pinch bat here for, it looks like, Brumly, I think.
I think Vera Lynn.
Oh, you're right, Skeving. It is Fairland because I see Brumley on deck. So with no out, she'll get her chance to bat here. Looking to make the most of it. It's hard. I was talking about this with Dan Baller. It's hard to get your chance in baseball since there's not the constant substitution like in most other sports. You got to take the opportunities you're given. Here's Adeline King chance here. But she's also just a freshman. So plenty of time to make her mark next year or even later in the year. I know Garth's not a man who's willing to change it up. He won't.
Oh my gosh. I mean, when you've got somebody running like Miss Wendy Asper out there, holy moly.
Garth feels like the guy, wrestling coach. You're not doing well, he'll let you know, and he'll make you do better. And his pitch on the way, swing and a miss. Big Stroud on strike out. Just first out, but good, good varsity at-bat experience. It gets a good pitcher.
Yeah. Here's Miss Amelia Brumly.
So Millie Brumley, cheers from the fans.
I hear her mom yelling out there from out in left field out there.
Her father, So that's going to be foul, I think. No, they won't. It'll be fair. She keeps it inside to put in a run. I know her, track practice finished up. Her dad came over, track coach, and I think we were still in the first inning. So he's got to see more than he expected, which is a good thing. As out comes Maddie Clough, senior. He's been walked twice today. Look to make a hit. As there we go. That looks good, and it is. But the throw will be over.
Go,
so Brumley will advance. Clough will advance. Will coach send her home? She will. So Clough will go to third now that it's clear. And Clough will stay there.
Nice job, Millie.
So a triple from Clough off the arrow to first brings Millie home. And this
We're at
is
23.
A substitution because Roeder came in the outfield. So instead of Lexi here, it'll be Liberty Rose Roeder. Up to bat in her place in the 8th position. Then she didn't end up getting much action in right field, but now gets a chance to bat.
Exactly.
Ideal situation. So here we go, pitching away. She'll swing on that one. Can't quite connect, but good aggressive swing. Yeah.
Lady Turks are 23-3.
Yeah.
Had a good day today.
Smiles on the faces. That's a strike. Umpire, he felt that strike in his bones. So it's going to be second out.
And Faith Anderson's back up to bat.
She didn't get the fist bump she wanted. Some calls from the infield here. Just one out away from finishing their pitching here. So that's going to be a strike. Nah, that one felt low. But
Faith's like, give me one more for
come
the
on.
day.
She's already had two inside the two. She's already gotten home twice on her own hit inside the parks. They've been powerful hits. You know, they haven't been error filled. She's just hit them too far for them to recover.
No, she's just made great hits today.
I mean, she makes good contact. She could go over the fence. I mean, she went 180 at pretty much earlier. So that'll be a swing and a miss strike. It'll be second strike. The at-bat, as I believe we go 1-2 in the at-bat. Anderson with 2 outs for the Turks. Here's the pitch. She'll swing on that one, and that's caught. Good catch there. It's going to be a strikeout.
I think there we go.
Turks up 23-3. No need to continue.
No, 23-3. I think that's okay, again, I'm going to say it one more time. She did not pitch bad today.
No, it was just a shame because
she did not.
She really, I mean, the Turks just, you know, the break bad for some teams, good for others. It was good for the Turks. They're 3 weeks off, and they looked killer today.
They did. They made contact. They had great base running today, but they all made contact. They all did a good job. They did good out in the field, so they did a really good job. Evergreen just had a little bit of problem out there making some catches and stuff like that, so they just got to work on that. But pitching-wise, she did a great job. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate everyone for watching. I've been Seth Sorgen alongside the lovely
Debbie Ellis.
As always, appreciate you all for watching. We'll be back next week. Check the schedule. We'll have baseball. We'll have softball up in Seth Sorgen.
Soccer will be on the road until our field gets done. But yeah.
And as always, #Turks First. Have a great night.
Yes, thank you.